again. It's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery with a 14 by 14 inch canvas that I have just blacked the edges of. I have Colour Arte, Prizm Pours, and Primary Elements, and I'm going to start with some French silk right down the middle. And hope that I'm not making a mistake, because I probably should have put my black on first. In any case, I'm going to move along in any case to Chantilly lace, which is a similar tone. This is basically my base layer, which I expect to show through and be very, very shimmery and some iridescence. And I may put some more of that in there. That one is not flowing very freely. I'm going to use my medium black paint. And my OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula. Hey, this is available on my Amazon link on the link tree underneath Show More underneath the video. It's the best paint spreading tool I know of. And I'm going to let the tip of it move or motivate some of this paint right up into there. I want a fairly heavy layer, but I don't want it to be too runny. I don't know how to explain that. If it's wet, it means that I can make the cells I want. They'll be a good size. I'm going to load the Chantilly lace and the French silk up with turquoise and blues. And I'm not sure, one of these times, excuse the frog in my throat, one of these times I'm just going to do this in one direction. I like the random pattern in the Chantilly lace and the French silk. Oh, I did 3 edges and forgot one. Okay, well I'm just going to knock my paint off right along that edge and get ready to throw my spatula into the bucket. In the meantime, bear with me while I cover my edge, steal a little paint. There, I'm good to go now. Smooth that out so it's more level. And use my Low-Liffy silicone mat to wipe off my excess before I put it in my bucket. Now, I have a lot of colors to choose from, but I'm going to start with a Majestic Blue, which is a primary element. And I'm going to put it in some of my gaps, or all of my gaps. I've got some new gold colors, and I want to have, and they're nice and pale, so I've got Indian Spice, and I've got Solar Flare. They're sort of similar. I think Indian Spice is a little darker. Usually I like to stagger my, what's in the center right now is usually, I appreciate it more when it's staggered. So I'm not sure why I did that, but I think I can still manage. And it might serve that idea I had of just going in one direction, but I will see in a minute before I let this take me. And I'm thinking about using a cell activator mode of Aussie Floetrol and Ginger Flower Primary Elements. Here's a little more Solar Flare. Or here's Solar Flare, which looks very similar to me. I definitely have enough paint in my center now to start adding colors. I'm going to do some of this African Jade, which is a primary element. The Solar Flare and the Indian Spice were both Prizm Pours. There is a 20% off coupon code underneath the video for Colour Arte products. This is Arabian Sea. This is another primary element. I want to throw a little bit of this shiny taffeta in there because it's a different, yeah. It may make green. I'm going to throw a little bit of the dark waters in, mixed with vivid enamel. I've got Frozen and Cerulean Blue and Royal Sapphire. So I think I'm just going to give myself the Royal Sapphire first. And the Cerulean Blue. I've actually got a little Midnight Shadow. This is the Cerulean Blue. This is a color I would put on my top 10 list of favorites. Along with the SeaDancer, which I can't remember using yet. There it is. I'll use that last and hopefully that'll show the most. This is the Frozen. There's a lot of paint on there. I'm not sure I'm going to leave any room for any negative space. This is SeaDancer. That was a primary element. That was a Prizm Pour. This is a primary element. SeaDancer I absolutely adore. Now I have a little scrape dish, and what I like to do with my beveled card is use the color I want to see first. Let me move this out of the way. So I'm going to start by being obnoxious. I'm going to start with the ginger flower because I'm going to let some of it dump away. And then I'm going to go down to the P.E.S Iridescent Gold, some of the Amsterdam White, double line of that, and Amsterdam Black. And I'll let some of it go off into my dish. I've got a lot left, so I'm going to put a double dose of that down there. Go back and pick up my residuals. So far so good. I need my scrape dish. Anything I scrape off is fodder for the edges. I'm going to see if I can just take half of this. I may tip this. I like how the ginger flower turns out. Part of my favorite part of this process is dragging some other paint colors out of the stripes. That's my airbrush. Keeps jumping me. Definitely think I want to go back and add some more ginger flower, and I love the way that shiny taffeta looks. So I'm going to scrape this off and start again with the ginger flower. I'm going to double dose it. I'm going to put some of that right in the dish and see how that works. P.E.S Gold. I like the way the first one looked, the white, Amsterdam White. And the Amsterdam Black. I want to scrape that down and make it available to me again. I definitely don't think I'm getting an overabundance of the ginger flower, and I really like it, so I have some actual ginger flower and I may do something with that. I don't see a ton of gold either. But the black might be the issue there. Black might be eating it. Now, if I'm going to do anything to this, this is the time. Everything's really wet. I'm really tempted to tip this. Actually, I'm going to take a skewer first. Throw a few spirals in, which means I may not tip at all, actually. I think the spirals might be the thing that I like the most about it at this point. Hopefully my head isn't blocking the camera the whole time. Those are interesting colors. They didn't really come out like I expected, but I know they'll just keep developing. I'm going to grab some of my spare paint. Put it right down there. And go back to spiraling. There, I just borrowed a big glob of paint, and I think I'll be doing that again at some point. Wherever I feel like it. I think for me, it makes all the difference in the world to add those marks. And my paint is nice and deep, which means it's not going to scar any of the designs much. Take that out of there. It's pretty wild. Pretty sure if I wanted to, I could use the bottles to put down spirals also, instead of stealing paint. A little waggle here and there never hurt anything. Yep, getting better. Or I'm liking it more, at least. The waggles are the wobbly lines. The spirals are obvious. And I think there's going to be lots of them. I had to try this with a spinner at some point in time. That's pretty cool, actually. It's come a long way from the moment I wasn't sure about it. I like the extra lines. I like the little teardrop shapes too. I don't think I've done those before. They add some color and some texture. Yep. Happy with that. So what should I tell you guys? I'm almost done. I have 2,600 videos, and if you'd like to find something, just ask me. I have them all organized by topic and genre. And if you're very self-sufficient and you want to go look for them yourself, go to my YouTube channel, go to playlists, all playlists, created playlists. At least that's still happening to the best of my knowledge. I'm trying to make sure I go to someplace really deep to do my little paint thief. So I've got 3 minutes left to tell you guys this is pretty cool. I'm not unhappy at all with what I've done, and I'm still having fun doing it too. I like the little droplets. Maybe they're fancy fish eggs. Why not? So I'm going to shimmer that at you, hoping that it's where it should be. Thinking it might not be. And I think it's going to be beautiful when it dries. And I'm wondering if there's anything else I want to do there. There might be the odd spiral I still decide to add. It's a good series. Oh wow, yeah, it's a good series, alright. It's coming along really nicely. I like how the shiny taffeta came out. It's a good contrast. I'm going to remove my bubbles with the sharp point of a skewer. Hopefully you can see some of that beautiful shimmer. I particularly like this section over here with these gorgeous cells. I've got to try something that's just lines across or in my inverted pattern again. But I kind of want some dots. Like that look like bubbles. Maybe near the teardrops shapes. Yeah, I like the dots. I think that was a good idea. Why not? Why not dot? Alright, so I'm going to have to zoom out again, and I'm going to throw a few more dots in there, and I'm going to tell you guys I really appreciate it when you guys give me a thumbs up. I appreciate your comments. Your kind words keep my morale boosted. Even though I don't get the views I think I deserve, I'm pretty happy with the views I have from the people who appreciate me, and that's you guys. So thank you for that. Thank you for shopping my Amazon link. If you shop there, it's at no added cost to you, and you'll find my 2 books there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, and the OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold Spatula, and the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst Spatulas, and all kinds of paint and canvas, and even a camera. My Linktree has all of my links: Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for students, and Expressionist Art Studio Gallery fans and collectors. Oh, excuse me. So I've got 1 minute left, I think, to tell you whatever else I forgot, and that would be what? I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. This is getting monumentally better by the moment. The cells are just exploding. And expanding. And they're gorgeous. So I love you guys. You inspire the heck out of me. I'm going to spend my time after you're gone popping bubbles. And I might give it a light torch. I do see something that needs to get out of there. Which is a cat hair. Yes, and I got it. Yay, success. All right, so my email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you anon. Don't forget, I sell my artwork and I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida.